Hi everybody, thanks for joining me for another video blog. You know, the talk of the month is the heart. How we can use the superpower of our heart by connecting with our hearts so we can make decisions by using our very intelligent, powerful mind, make decisions, know what the next action is a lot of times with the guidance with our heart. Depends if you're a student of spirituality, we might say, how do we connect with our inner intelligence or our spirit? By going to the wisdom of our heart. So today I want to talk about how do we feel more love, more joy, and more peace. And usually the topics I bring here, the topics that show up in my office, the topics I discuss with my own clients, topics that I found in my surveys when I send, questions to certain people, to a group of people, and ask them about what their stress is, what they would like to work on if they had a coach. So I try to use this material to really help you. And I know a lot of sounds intellectual, and I try my best in these short videos, under 10 minutes, to take this material that is intellectual into a way that you can apply in your life so you can feel the benefits, feel more energy, feel more positive, and just improve your well-being and happiness in general. So back here, how do we feel more joy, peace, and love? And I use the word here, find. Some people say, I want to find more love, I want to find more joy. We need to really be careful the words we use with ourselves and others. If we say I want to find more love or find more joy, we're already telling ourselves that we don't have that inside us. That is somewhere out there, that is lost in the universe, it's in a place and we need to find. So I recommend that you don't use the word find and you will use the word feel. Feel something that is already inside you, but for some reason you're not feeling it. That's what we're going to discuss today. So how do you feel more joy, more love, and peace in your life? Because let's face it, we all want happiness, we all want wealth, but at the end of the day, what we're truly looking to experience is these emotions of love, joy, and peace. And we know that a lot of people have a lot of money, have a lot of success, status, but they're far away from these emotions. So that's ultimately what we all want to experience more of in life. And I teach my clients how to experience that today, right now, even before they achieve their goals, because the achievement of goals will not bring you more of those emotions. You have to find that state today as you pursue your goals. So how? So think of some of the opposite emotions. Of love is basically fear. And everything else basically comes under love or fear. So the opposite of joy would be a state of stress and chaos. And the opposite of peace would be anxiety, worry. And you can replace these words for anything. But basically, yes, fear is the opposite of love. When you're in a state of fear, you're not in a state of love, and vice versa. So how do we feel more love and joy and peace? There's a simple answer for that. You eliminate the blocks that are preventing you from feeling all these emotions that are already inside you. Remember, you don't have to find them. You have them in you. And you have some blocks that I'm going to address next that are preventing you from feeling love, joy, and peace. So number one is not to add more things to your life. It's eliminating things from your life that will give you more peace, joy, and love. So how do we eliminate this state? I'm not saying eliminate that in a way that you're never going to feel these things again, but eliminate in a way that you have tools that, so when you are in the state of fear, a state of anxiety, and that's what I teach my clients, when they are in these negative states, I teach them how to navigate to that state, because it's not about denial, it's not about avoidance, but how we touch these states, understand, and move on. We don't do well in that state. So how do we remove the blocks? I want to give you 3 strategies to remove these blocks: fear, anxiety, overwhelm, worry. So number 1, it's through finding what is the feeling that is creating a thought that is giving you fear, stress, and anxiety. Every feeling is originated by a thought. and vice versa. So we have what we call the feeling and thinking cycle. You can have a feeling because you saw something. Feeling is the language of the body. You see something, you hear something, you have a thought, boom, you can go into the state of fear and stress. Or you can think something and then you have the feeling. So there's not a particular order, you can have one or the other, but they always connect, feeling and thinking, which will determine your emotional state. So number one is, what is originating? What is the feeling that is creating the thought of fear, stress, and chaos? Number two, focus on the thoughts that promote the feelings of joy, love, and peace. So if you have a lot of thoughts that are bringing fear, anxiety, worry, you need to learn how to shift your focus and focus on the things that will give you a state of love, joy, and peace. For example, play with your dog. You love your dog. Focus on how much you love your dog, or how much you love your cat, how much you love your kid. You start feeding your mind with thoughts that bring you that feeling of joy, peace. And the third strategy is, if you're really in a situation, and a lot of people, our friends are in situations that are tough right now. Situations with family, with friends, with business partners. There's a lot of stress going on. In that situation, I invite you to ask yourself a very powerful question that can help you to go from fear to love, which is, when you look at a situation that's bringing a lot of stress, anger, anxiety, I want you to ask yourself this question. Can I look at this situation in a different way? Can I look at this person from different eyes? Can I change my thoughts on the way, I'm looking at the situation? Ask yourself. That's like asking guidance to the universe, to your heart, to God, whatever you want to call. You basically surrender in a place of stress and fear because you don't know the solution, and you ask a very important question. How can I look at this situation differently? And then spend some time in quiet, in meditation, journaling, or just going for a walk, and listen and try to look at the situation in different, because when we look at things from a different angle, when we start from this place that we can be stuck and we see things one way, and we ask ourselves that empowering question, we can change our positions, which will change the way we look at things, and then we can find more solutions. We can use our creative and insightful mind, guided by the heart, how we can look at the situation with more love, with more compassion, more empathy, and from there, our emotional state will change, and we'll find the joy, peace, and love inside us, because it is here. That's the only place you're gonna find love, joy, and peace, inside yourself. I hope this video helped you. If you like this content, please share with your friends and family. Help me to grow this audience. Help me to spread this message of love, of peace, well-being, health, happiness, and success. I appreciate you being there. Thank you so much. And we'll do one more video on the heart. Talk to you soon.